think about Ramadan, the past Ramadans that you've had. Share with us what are some of the miracles that you've experienced during Ramadan, whether that's feeling, whether that's a dua that got answered, whether that's a family tie that got stronger, whether that's your health that got improved.
Yes, dua was answered and feeling so much closer to Allah and being happy.
I love that one, Barakah, in time.
In time, read more Quran, calm and peace. Amazing. So this is so beautiful to hear the Ramadan blessings, Ramadan miracles that you've experienced in previous Ramadans.
And so why do you think that happened? Why is it that these feelings that you're singling out, reading more Quran, for example, or these other things, barakah in time, why are they singled out during Ramadan? What caused these miracles? The key is this: Ramadan is a blessed month. Indeed, Allah's mercy descends. The shayateen are locked up. So many blessings to enumerate. But here is the key. What made Ramadan miraculous is your commitment to making it so. And some of us, for example, don't feel so great about Ramadan and we don't reap the rewards. So it's not like Ramadan is a magic pill where all of us all of a sudden are getting our du'as answered. All of us are praying. Not everybody, only those that committed to leveraging Ramadan and leveraging this blessed time. So the key here is that the true miracle of Ramadan is you.
You decide, right? You decide to make that commitment. You decide to be less distracted, to focus more on Allah. You make those decisions. And when you make those decisions, they support you to improve the quality of your life, right? You feel more blessed.
And I think here, what's really important to ask ourselves, the first question is, why do we decide only during Ramadan? Why do we decide to do so only during Ramadan? That is a key question that I want you to contemplate as we go through this presentation.
Right. So what are the decisions that you make? You decide to shift your habits, right? You've shifted your habits, that you're reading more Quran, that you are less distracted, that you are more focused, right? And what happens when you shift your habits, right? You're shifting what you see, what you hear, what you eat. And essentially, you are removing toxins, right, from your life. You're removing, right, not listening to gossip or to negative news or scrolling on social media, right? Not seeing social media and its distractions, not eating. Maybe you drink soda all the time and you're not consuming soda, right? We know how harmful soda can be, or, if you smoke or any of those things. So that change in your behavior, that removing of toxins, that decision to do that is a huge piece of what supports you to feel better and feel blessed during Ramadan, because now you don't have these toxins in your life contaminating you.
The next one is shifting expectation. Here, what happens is that a lot of times the energy that we got is that we expect Allah to forgive us. We expect our blessings to be multiplied. One letter in the Quran is a hasanah, and that can multiply by 10, and that gets multiplied by 7-fold, 70-fold, etc., and more to whoever Allah wills, right? And so we just have that innate expectation that our du'as are going to be answered, that Allah is going to forgive us, that the mercy of Allah is showered upon us. But that awareness and that expectation is a choice. We just choose to hold it very firmly during Ramadan. But Allah's mercy is present all year round. Allah's forgiveness is available at all times. All the ahadith, all the ayahs about Allah's mercy outside of Ramadan, right, are far more than those that are specifically about Allah's rahmah and mercy during Ramadan, if you look at it. And so Allah's mercy is always there. It is a choice for us to expect it or not.
So this feeling, this expectation that you're going to be forgiven and that you have blessings makes you feel grateful, hopeful, motivated, does all of this for you. And so what we're highlighting here is that if you can hold on to this energy, make this decision to remember Allah's blessing and mercy all year round, because Allah is always referencing his blessing and mercy, you can feel better, right? You can basically, this all means better. You can feel better. You can feel better right now. Right now in this moment, you can feel Allah's mercy and forgiveness and blessings, and that can make you feel better. It doesn't have to be just reserved for Ramadan. Of course, Allah is supporting us to really get into that zone with Ramadan with the beautiful imagery, but he is not saying that it's not available at other times. These days have just focused in on that, oh, it's available then, and so we somehow think it's not available at other times. And then finally, you have a shifted mindset, right? You make a decision to shift your mindset, to think differently. You're going to think with positivity and with hope. You're going to look out to your future and what you want to have, what you want to do, what you're making dua for, right? That you think, your mindset shifts to like, well, what is possible? I could ask Allah? The gates of heaven are open. I can ask Allah for anything. What are the things that I want? You begin dreaming. You allow yourself to think of the possibilities, the opportunities, as opposed to many of us during the rest of the year are focused in on, oh, I can't do that. That's not going to work out for me. I don't have the resources. I'm not the right qualifications. I didn't come from the right background, the right family. And we feel like we're constrained and limited and suffocated. And then Ramadan comes and we feel like, okay, here's my chance. There's possibility, there's hope.
And the same thing with hope, right? Like I see a lot of people donate so much money during Ramadan, right? Even it's like $1. I'm just going to put $1 every day on my credit card. I don't care. Even if it's going to be just $30 a month, it's going to be amazing. Allah is going to give me so much. Allah is going to forgive me. He's going to purify my sins, etc., etc. And so that energy is a choice. Like that energy, we can keep it all year round.
Yes. Okay, with this first portion of this presentation, what we're really wanting you to appreciate and understand that it's you. You decide, you make the decision, you approach this month with shifted habits, a shifted mindset, a shifted expectation. And when you do, all of you have reported that you experience miracles. You experience miracles, you feel blessed, you feel better, you feel hopeful, you feel motivated, you're asking more for what you want, you're seeing things come into your life. And what we're trying to really stress is that it's you. You can make those shifts anytime, because all of the things that you shifted to are always available to you. It's always available to you to stop gossiping. It's always available to you to stop watching social media and listening to the news. It's always available to you to expect that Allah will forgive you. It's always available to you to think and dream and ask Allah, constantly reminding us to ask even if it's for your shoelace, for your bootstrap, ask.
And here, really, we want this to click. If this clicked, if you believe every good thing that happened to you during Ramadan, every miracle, every sweet memory that you had was because you made it happen. Yes, we are not saying Allah didn't help. Of course, nothing happens without Allah's will. And we need to stop always hiding behind this idea like, oh, nothing ever happens without Allah. Of course, that's an obvious statement. We don't need to keep saying it. But every good thing that occurred to you in Ramadan, every great memory that you have of Ramadan, every sweet feeling that you have of Ramadan happened because of you. You chose to go to a gathering that was blessed. You chose to take some food and help people break their fast. You chose to donate even if it's half a day. You chose to pray. It was you.
Yes, you want to really appreciate yourself. You want to appreciate your choices. You want to appreciate your participation in making Ramadan blessed. Because again, as James is saying, if we look at it as this month that does something to me, this month Ramadan comes and somehow makes me blessed, then it's like, oh man, it's gone. And that it gave that to me and now I lost it. But if we appreciate this month is here, and then I transformed and I changed and I acted in these different ways and I chose these different things and I got to experience those blessings, then we will understand that, wow, this is a month to show me what I am capable of. This is not a month for Allah to show us what He can do for us. Allah can always do anything for us at any time, right? Allah can always do anything for us at any time. Allah can always do anything. This is a month that shows you what you are capable, how you are capable of living, how you are capable of thinking positive, of dreaming bigger, of making your life different. It shows you what is possible for your own self. So when you appreciate, I can do that. I can be on a schedule. I can be on a routine. I can abstain from this. I can encourage myself to do that. What is that? It's going to motivate you, right? You all said that you feel motivated during Ramadan. It motivates you to do more because you realize you have more power.
You can make Ramadan as amazing as you want it to be, and you can keep Ramadan going if you don't approach it as a diet.
3 levels of fasting, and the 3 levels are the physical fast, the mental fast, and the spiritual fast. And basically, we kind of tend to focus as a community on the physical fast. We touch on the other parts a little bit, but we don't really give them their emphasis or their due. And when we can have greater awareness and appreciation for them, it can completely enhance our Ramadan, help us with the shifts that we are making, and solidify it for us so that we can carry it again beyond, right? As a souvenir of what am I taking with me after this month ends? What am I continuing to implement and practice and feel in my life beyond Ramadan?
So the Prophet ﷺ told us, right? Many of us do not gain anything from fasting except thirst and hunger, and from praying except loss of sleep. And so here what we want to do is that we don't want to be in that category where all we take back from Ramadan is thirst and hunger. especially if you live in, places where fasting is very, very long. And so the key here, the way we're going to frame this is that each fast basically has a vessel that we usually fill, that we usually nurture, right? And we could give it good nutrients or bad nutrients, if you will.
Physical is the gut. You're moving away from dysfunctional foods into healthy, natural foods. The mental fast, the vessel is your mind. Its sustenance is thoughts. You're moving away from these negative thoughts and into either presence, where your mind is still, or positive thinking, right? Positive, hopeful thoughts. And finally, the spiritual fast, the vessel is our heart. And we're moving away from its attachment to dunya to its attachment to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.